Alright, hi everyone. Today we'll be playing some mono white control in Pauper. I'm excited about this deck. I have brewed it up mostly as a joke, but I think it's going to be pretty fun to play. It has some good synergy. Don't know how good it is in the format right now. There are some weaknesses to it that I want to try out and figure out. But I think there's enough goodness to it that it could turn out to be okay. I had fun playing some practice matches earlier, so I'm wondering how it's going to be in an actual league. And we are going to explore that and see how it goes. There are a few different things in this deck that we are going for. Mostly we have a completely white base with steps to cycle in. We're emulating the gameplay of mono black control in a lot of ways. We have a lot of removal, but instead of being instant speed, we have Joiner Nowhere and Temporal Distortion or Isolation, which in all basically cases except for devotion cost is the same thing as a Journey to Nowhere. It basically makes it so a creature cannot be deal damage, can't block, and can't attack. Which, what else do you really have to worry about? I mean, there's only a few creatures that actually have abilities that you have to worry about in this format, and you have Journey to Nowhere for that. And then it also has Flash, which means that we can play it on opponent's turn, so instant speed is amazing. There's also stops cards that would not be stopped by pacifism, like Thermal Alchemist and things like that. But for creatures that have abilities, we are running Oppressive Rays, which they can't attack or block unless they pay 3, and activate abilities cost 3 more. This stops Korean Rangers and other things like that. Stops a lot of tap abilities. And for the most part of the game, unless we go super long, this will basically make a creature not able to do anything. It will completely stop it. Paying 3 every time you want to activate a creature or block with it or attack with it is such a huge cost in Pauper. It basically destroys it for the first couple turns. Maybe at the end it will be useful, but if in that case, one of the things we can do in this deck is we have Kor Skyfisher for loop shenanigans. We can take Oppressive Rays off one creature for 1 and put on another creature that is a little more valuable at the end of the game, and completely waste their mana every single time they try to do things. With Skyfisher, we have loops with Inspector, which is the common thing we do in white. We also are running 2 Lone Missionaries to get some life gain. This is a good Gary inner emulator as well as Tendrils. Just try to gain life with Skyfisher and Inspector, as well as be able to bounce our steps. It also, like I said, bounces our Journey to Nowheres, our Isolations, and our Pressing Rays in case we see a better target. And just generally try to get creatures on the board. We are also running 2 Palace Sentinels to get the Monarch. Monarch is key in any white deck. This is the reason this deck is not so cheap. Unfortunately, Palace Sentinels is still pretty pricey on MTGO, but this will allow us to get a lot more card advantage and be able to kind of really push ourselves past where I feel like this deck would have a chance. For our sacrificing abilities, we have Celestial Flare, which in most matchups where you're using a sack ability is the exact same thing. The only downside is we can't play it immediately on their turn like Geth's Verdict, but it kills blockers, kills any kind of attackers, and any against boggles and things like that. It's a really good card. In total, I think we're running more versatile removal than Mono Black has, with 3 Oppressive Rays, 4 Journey Nowheres, 4 Isolations, and 3 Flares. So we have a lot going on in that case. Besides that, we are running 4 Mana Tithes because it's Mana Tithe. We're playing Mono White. Of course we're be running Mana Tithe. It's such a fun card to play. I love getting people with it when they go in on Tron, Rolling Thunders, and things like that. Turn 1 play, if you are on the play and they're on the draw, you play a mana and just kind of hold up Mana Tithe. It basically is the same thing as a Defile against most creature decks. Destroys maps and things like that. It gets way away from everything. Turn 2 plays in blue, Mana Tithe it. Amazing. We are also running Lapse of Certainty, which is one of the worst counter spells I think in the game, but for our case it actually is pretty awesome. Stops a lot of combo kills by putting cards back on top of their deck if they're going for kill feint shenanigans and things like that. Mostly this is our Chittering Rats. It's the same thing as the Chittering Rats, but you use it on your turn or your opponent's turn. This is your turn. And you put it back on top of their deck. It can really destroy tempo in a lot of cases. I like it a lot. It's been played pretty well for me. I've actually won against Mono Blue by just lapsing and suddenly their counterspell, the last one they had on the stack. And counterspells are only useful for the turn they get used on, so if you manage to get your spell through with it, Lapse of Certainty, that's amazing. 2 Guardians of the Guildpact stops pretty much anything that could stop it, and lets us keep our Monarch in case we have any blockers. 3 Daybreaks, our Devotion creature, one of the best new cards released in whatever that set was, the new Theros. and 2 Prismatic Strands. I originally didn't have these in the build, but in retrospect, I'm realizing I'm playing a white deck without Prismatic Strands. So 2 of those main board as well. Lets us kind of keep our damage output. It also kind of functions as a life gain spell in some ways because they are spending a card, we're spending this. We can flash it back too. For sideboard, we are running another Prismatic Strands in case we're facing burn or any kind of thing where they are going for damage kills. 2 Oblivion Rings, good to kill other problematic permanents. 3 mana cost is not what we want on the main board, but for sideboard, it's perfectly fine. 3 Holy Lights stops any non-white creature decks, goblins. Can stop some versions of, what was the one? Wall combo. Oh, not wall combo, but solstice and things like that. Not the best, but stops a lot of bullshit, as well as stopping kind of like blue shenanigans. Next with Celestial Flare, in case we're facing boggles, put that in. 2 Standard Bearers against Kill Fiend and other kind of targeting spells. Also good against burn, just another creature on board. And one of the things I've been trying to do against blue is our blue matchup isn't the best, but I'm realizing one of the best strategies is just to have a protection, a circle protection out. So we have 2 Runes of Protection blue and 2 Circles of Protection blue to try to get around any Echoing Truth shenanigans. And I had basically gotten really close to timing them out, just play that, and then they just don't have anything to play. They just try attacking me every time ninjas. I just do this, and stops them from doing any bit of damage. Eventually they will draw the deck or timeout. Most cases they're going to have more creatures or more mana than they do on creatures on board. And blue's only removal spell for this is Echoing Truth. So if I get this out on turn 2 and they are tapped out or something like that, it's good. And 2 Disenchants just for any kind of other shenanigans. That's kind of the slot I'm kind of working with, but we may change that later. But let's just, I'm assuming that's going to be okay, but I'm just trying out the sideboard. I'm kind of working on this deck as I play. This is where I'm happy with it now. Things I may change are maybe more Oppressive Rays depending on the meta. Things like that. Against what decks we're good at, I think we're pretty much in the middle of the road. I don't think we're good as mono black, of course. This is kind of a meme deck. I'm just trying to play this deck in a different color and seeing how it plays out. Biggest problem matchups I've had have been Boros Monarch and Boros Burley. Problem is we can't really deal with the creatures that are 1/1s that are non-white or are white. So creature tokens are really bad for us if they're white tokens. So any of the bird tokens we can't do much about. But we're going to see how it goes and maybe hopefully get some good gameplay in. But we're going to take a break real quick and then we're going to be playing some games. I just need to post on Twitter about what the matchups are like. Okay, round 1 with mono white control. See how this goes. Probably poorly, as my Pauper name implies. But I'm interested to see how it goes, so we'll test it out. I think this is a good hand. We have a few kill spells. They eventually end with Palace Sentinels, 3 lands, and a Daybreak. So oh, they're playing first, so we'll see what they do. Keep. I guess they're deciding to keep that hand. So we'll just pass through the first turn. Ooh, Guru Forest, nice. Oop. Okay, this is gonna be good for us. But it's not gonna be good the first turn. So, this is gonna be nice on turn 2. Hopefully they go all in on this guy. Nice. This is gonna suck for them. Celestial Flame. They say ouch. And I don't think we can do anything else. That's creature. Yeah, everything we have is creatures. So best thing is we're just going to play Sentinels on next turn. They have 3 cards in hand. They could have another creature. Yep, they have another Scout. Which we can do nothing about. And they still have Ancestral Mask. Wow, okay. So, I think our play is to play Palace Sentinels. Get Monarch and hope for the best. And hopefully get another one of those. Oh yeah! And he's gonna get Monarch. And he has another Glade Cover. You'd think that'd be enough having one, but no, it's not. Now we don't even block. There's no reason to. We were hoping that was enough. But he literally had the best cards he could have got. And I've given him the Monarch. I guess we cycle this. And we're going to lose game 1 even if we had a Celestial Flare. Sick. So we bring in a few cards for game 2. Do I block? Nope. Don't need to. We're dead next turn anyhow. We just got to draw another Celestial Flare. That doesn't do anything. Okay, concede game 1. Oh, I was hoping that would be enough. Okay, so Bleeding Flare. Strands is still good. It's not good. Anything that targets is not good. So these are good against Aura Gnarlids. But we're going to take out things that aren't. Disenchants, bring that. Standard Bearers. Is Palace Sentinels even worth it? Guardians are pretty nice. They can counter through it though. Take out Lapse. Lapse is too slow. Mana Tithe, Celestial Flares, Standard Bearers. Oblivion Ring? No. Holy Light? Holy Light may be a little too slow. What do I Journey Nowhere? The Hexproof creature? Oh, you're taking it, me taking out, yeah. I'm thinking of what to put in for it. Maybe Holy Light is okay, though. Kills any additional 1/1s they have. The thing about it is Aura Gnarlids are still in the deck, so I gotta respect that. But maybe Temporal Isolation is good enough. Yeah, I think that may be a good choice. Bring in Holy Lights just to have them. It's a pretty bad electrickery, but, you know. Okay, we'll try this. Yeah, so I like to play first. We'll keep it. We need 2 mana, but we have Tithe on play. And we have Standard Bearer on turn 2. Ja. Let them have this. No, I don't. So they are going to get a creature if they have one. Yep, Scout is out. Thraben. Skyfisher. Pass to you. Bugaloo. Maybe Ram-Through's in this deck now. I have not seen the current Boggle list. I'm wondering what their solution to Standard Bearer is. Maybe just Gutshot still? Luckily I can block that. I think I just hold up nothing just to keep my guys out. I want to draw from clues. Because getting a Holy Light at this point would be sick. Super sick. That's also good. Oop, forgot to... I made a mistake there. I wanted to get my clue out, but I clicked too early. Okay. They're trying to draw to a Gutshot, I think. Crack the clue now. That's what we wanted. And again, we're just going to sit up and wait. We have no reason to activate things. Holy Light. And we win. Game 3. I think we keep as is. We just have to hope for the best. Like, what else do we do? Lapse doesn't do much against this kind of deck. Rune doesn't do anything. It works against Boggles, but the rest of the cards don't have Boggles. Journey Nowhere, nothing. I could bring Oblivion Ring just to get rid of their permanents, like their enchantments. Maybe that's better than having... Yeah, actually, no, that's a good idea. Too late. Damn. Okay, well, if I lose to that, it's my fault. If I lose from having Oblivion Rings versus Journey Nowhere, that is completely on me. Disenchant, Journey Nowhere, Temporal Isolation. Nope, we do not want that. We don't want that either. Yeah, okay. We'll keep this. Back, back, back. Okay, this is a risk. So if they play out Hex Walker, we go for Standard Bearer, and they probably get Gutshot at, then we play another one. That's all I can think of. I think we go for it now, though. They may Gutshot us. Ledgewalker's out. I think I'm not expecting Electrickery, so I think we Standard Bearer again. Can't do that against anything, unfortunately. So we do have Disenchant. It's basically useless, but we can stop it against their lands. We're on the 20 turn clock. Strands is good. We're just basically hoping they draw a Holy Light at some point at this junction. Just gonna take the 2. So we are gonna have to get a bigger creature on board to race them. So let's see. Do I Strands here? No, I think I'll hold up Strands for something else. That's good. So I was going to, let's see. I pay Palace Sentinels, they get the Monarch, I get the Monarch back. Yeah, I think this is worth doing. Ram through Gutshot? Okay, so they do play Ram through. That makes sense. Maybe another Ram through? Because now they can only game with Ledgewalker, so I can Celestial Flare it. Which they get the Monarch back. That's fine by me. Okay. So, I attack both. Monarch's back to me. Strands. And, yep. Okay, I'm fine with this. No damage. We're now ahead on board. Inspector. Daybreak will block the Ledgewalker. Get him for 3. It's a good place to be against Boggles. I don't know if they really have a plan here now. I have a lot I can do here. So I think I don't want to crack my clue yet. Do I attack? I don't think I have a reason to. I'll be able to Holy Light them at the end of turn. Holy Light. And they may give up after that. Nope. Okay. Give everything. Skyfisher. That's you. Put you out. Another clue. Hold up. Mana Tithe. Win the match. Okay. Good match. Good match. Okay, another round of Pauper. Playing Pauper poorly with our mono white control. Ooh, and this is a good hand. As long as I'm not playing against Boggles. So let's keep this and see how it goes. C9 Taco, huh? Ponder. Maybe blue? I have some cards against blue. So in this kind of case, we probably want to go for a Temporal Isolation on turn 2, and then they're probably going to counter that and then go for a Journey Nowhere. We want them to stop them from being able to get ninja triggers in. Oppressive Rays is okay, but it could be better. It's good against turn 1 Delvers. That's really the best card in blue that's good against. We have enough of them. When you have 2 of them, it basically is the best. One's not so good late game. 2 of them is amazing. Let's see what they do. Okay, so Scred maybe? Yeah, probably Scred. I've seen it in Evolving Wilds. Play this. I guess we cycle the step if we don't see anything. The old good fair brainstorm with the Evolving Wilds. One thing that's fun about Pauper, fair fetches. Not that I mind, the good fetches, but this is cheap. Hey, Keen Lucy Wolf, thank you. Ooh, this means that they can counter with a fairy, but I think this is worth it because if they go for a spell stutter, we can then Journey Nowhere it, which means they can't ninja it. So we're gonna go for this. If they spell stutter, that's fine. And they do. And we do. So they can still get a ninja trigger off this Seer, but we are then going to just Journey Nowhere it. Wow. Triple tap. I saw everything at once. So now we go for this. They probably counter this. I think I'll just let them have that. I'll play the second step. That way we can get a trigger off Skyfisher with it. So now we get a Skyfisher out, and we will be able to tithe anything they try to do. So I'm guessing another land play is going to come in, because I don't think they played land this turn. Nope, they're just going all in. Okay. I guess we Oppressive Rays the fairy then. Now do I play another one? I think I do play it. I want the option to do something, but This sets them back. They could still fire my guy. Palace Sentinels isn't as good in this matchup, to be honest. They get that counterspell. Probably Tragic is in their hand then, right? Yep, Snap is good. And Ninja. So 2 cards in hand. Counterspell on top. And they have counterspell on hand now because of that. I don't know if we have a way out of this. Yep. They have counterspell in hand and 1 unknown. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna beat Guild Ninjas. They have as many cards in their hand as they need now. What we can do is keep playing spells. That's all we can do. And I'm just gonna fall for the same trap every time. I keep forgetting they have Sprite in their hand. Sprite Ninja is such a good combo. I mean, it's not gonna matter. This is really a game 2 matchup. We win league, so we're gonna see what we can do with this. They are playing really well though, so don't think we have much of a chance here. Do they tap out though? I think they don't want to decide not to do that. Okay, 5 damage. They're down to 7. Up to 5 cards in hand. Plains. Don't think we got it. Because it's funny. This is still funny. Yeah, go for the ninja. Go for the extra ninja. Okay. Strands in, Rune in, Rune in, Circle in, Circle in. Taking out things we don't want. Temporal Isolation, they can just bounce some ninjas. Pointless. Celestial Flare, not so good. Holy Light, okay. It's not good against every card, but it's good against some cards. Skyfisher, good. And is that good enough? 61 cards. Palace Sentinels, we're really not going to win Monarchy and keep it. There's no way we can keep Monarchy. I don't think efficiently. Guardian, though, is amazing. Gets in. So I think we just have one of those guys. Maybe I even take out both of them and bring another Celestial Flare or bring 1 Isolation in. Just don't think we can keep Monarchy. Oppressive Rays is pretty good though. We'll keep those in. They can still ninja it off, but I'd rather have that than not. And yeah, this is a keep. Turn 2 protection or turn 1 Thraben. That's pretty good. Do not want to see them sit there. Oh, they have fairy. Okay. So I gotta make a choice. Do I play out Circle or do I play out Skyfisher? I guess I play out Circle, because having them do one ninja attack is not so bad. Having them do infinite ninja attacks is not good. And I guess we get in at Thraben because we can. Bugger. It's good for us. It's also good for us if they're tapped out. And we're just going to keep that other Thraben in hand. We're going to play him out later. Brainstorm an island. Let's see here. Do I get in? I think I just play a Thraben. And sit here. Patience is going to be good on this, so. They're probably to dig into a bolt. Or Scred, that's good too. Let's see if they go for the ninja here. So we go for Thraben. If they try to counter this, they don't. Smart on them. We would have Holy Lighted them in response to them doing that. Scred again, huh? Do I fight this? No. Don't care enough.
Could you unplug that?
Yeah, one sec. Okay, stopping ninja stuff. And now, let's see. Put out Rune, yeah. This is a good opportunity to get out Rune. I'm gonna let myself take one. I just want to get that ninja off the... I can take 2, even if I need to. But I just want to make sure that ninja doesn't get more value out. But having one of each means that they cannot do some other BS on me. No cards with that. That's good. 2 cards in hand. We're just gonna take the 1. Step is good to have. Rune. Rune. And I doubt you have another ninja. Crack a clue now. That's exactly what we want to see. That's fine. That's also fine. Do that. Do that. I think I just take 2 here. Take 1. Tithe. Tithe. See if I can get this way. And get rid of the ninja. Stopping their ninja stuff is very important. I think I have a lock set up. That guy's gonna take 1. I have to make sure I can just deal with ninjas in the future. But I'm feeling pretty safe now. So Lightning Bolt tells me they may have Mystic Sanctuary. And I guess I think I Holy Light at the end of turn, so let's just see what happens here. I just want to get that Fairy Seer off the board. But I got an instant spell of the hand. That's good enough. Oppressive Rays. We're going to put that on the Ninja. They have to pay 3 now if they want to attack. We're ahead on clock, but not by much. I guess they put Bolt on top, maybe? No, Tragic Lesson. They want to go for a loop, don't they? Do I take 1? Yeah, let's lapse that. If they do it, they can't attack with the Ninja. Didn't expect the Dispel. I don't know why I always forget about Dispel being a thing. I don't know. I don't think I'm winning this. Scred is not a good matchup for me. I like Circle Protection, but geez, it's just hard for me. I'm probably misplaying too. There's probably things I'm not doing right. I'm a very impatient player when it comes down to it. So, I make a lot of mistakes. I'm clicking it, it's not doing it. Okay. It's good to have out. Block the flyers. They can scred it. And they do. It's much better against mono blue. Trader Glasson's back in their hand. So they probably will go for the Mystic Sanctuary loop. Question is, do I lapse it? Does lapsing do anything here? No, I don't think I do. I'd rather have control over their creatures. That is going to kill me, though. I'm gonna die to a bolt. Clue. Clue. Strand is great here. They have bolt in hand. Do I take this? Lapse it. Am I dead now? Possibly. Because they drop bolt, right? Let's see. Nope. I think I'm okay. Probably best just strands that last turn. That way if it gets countered, I can do it again this turn. Maybe Circuit Protection Red's worth having in this deck. I don't know. I don't think I got any extra sideboard slots. Tragic Lesson, Mystic Sanctuary. Don't like it. Can't say I'm enjoying it. What do you get? Bolt me again. Okay. Well, we will strand that. Counter. Bolt back on top. Come on, Lone Missionary. And they got it. GG. Looks like Tortured X. Which means I'm keeping up Tithe in case they play Tortured Existence. I counter that. Yeah. They don't have Torch X, that means. They didn't play Torch X turn 1, they don't have it. Let's get some damage on the board. Also helps us against Crypt Rats, which is their win con. And this Torch X, did they have it? Did they have Torch X not play it? That's weird. Maybe that's how you're supposed to do it. I don't know. I don't play Torch X. No expert on this. Let's get in. Raven, you're out. So Guardian's pretty nice because it will protect us from Crypt Rats combos, but they will have more life than us. I haven't seen Torch X in a league in a while. My friend plays it a lot though, so. Ooh, the imp is out. Well, that's cool. I can mess with that, I guess. I guess I might as well use my flare on that. He's thinking about it. Now, he probably wants that to dredge. But I mean, I can't. What is it going to do? Help me to keep it out? So next time we get out Guardian. Got the Ninja Turtle out. Play it. I think we just play a Guardian here. And we're not going to attack with Lone because they could possibly trade with us and just get Sakura value. So we're just going to go for this. Sakura Tribe Elder is the best rampant growth ever printed. So Oppressive Rays is pretty good against Crypt Rats, I guess. So now it's Spore Frog season. Target Grave Scrabbler. Get Grave Scrabbler back to their hand. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I could Lapse of Certainty that, couldn't I? Madness costs. Theme Splinter's back in their hand. And we're not going to respect them. I want to have 7 on board. Tilling G-Folk back to hand. There it is. 2 target land cards. Ash Barrens and Swamp. Fine by me. Play Swamp. Play Swamp. Attack for 8. Possibly less than that. And I think I'm getting close. Ooh, they have Spore Frog in the yard, though. I guess I can Tithe that or Lapse it, and they can't uncounter that, so that may be good. Yeah, I can Lapse the Certainty their Spore Frog when they try to cast it. That's going to be sick, because I can win off that. I have 2 Lapse. I can just keep them out. White counter spells for the win. So Torch X, Spore Frog, yeah, you got that. Yeah, about that. Back on top. Can't can't discard that. Thinking if there's a way to win now. Anything about this? No, I just let him have that. Pyramid Cop, very good in this deck. I love this card. Oppressive Rays. Enjoy not blocking with it. So they're taking 7 from this. Or they should be taking 7 if they do this correctly. They did. Okay, cool. Problem is I still have all those things on I can do. I'm thinking Spore Frog again. And I'm just going to do this again. And now they win. Now I win. Okay. Game 2. Disenchant, come in. Oblivion Ring, come in. player. Strands in. Lapse stays in. Mana Tithe stays in. Rays, you're okay. You're gonna stay in. Journey Nowhere is pretty good. Temporal Isolation is not the best. They are not going... it's good against Crypt Rats. Great against Crypt Rats, but Flare, I think, is our negative here. Palace Sentinels, good. We want that. Guildpact, good. Don't we need? Don't we need? That's a question here. I don't know. Race may be the weak man out. It did good that game, but I think we'd rather have Strands. Because most of their abilities they're going to be doing on the stack of the sacrifice effects. We don't have to really worry about that. The only ones we're thinking about is Crypt Rats, which we have enough stuff to stop, so I'm not going to ever be playing that on Crypt Rats. If they have Crypt Rats out, they're just going to kill it in response. Holy Light, the same thing. I think that's as good as we're going to get. I played more graveyard decks this league than I expected, but that happens sometimes. Okay, this is good. Oblivion Ring will get us rid of Tortured. If they play a tap land, we just play Mana Tithe. This is good. Journey Nowhere will get rid of any creature they play first off. Except for Sakura, which is free. And if I were them, I would Torture this turn. And they did. Good for them. I'm going to play a Plans because I do not respect this card. I want to hold up Tithe and we can basically... We're just waiting for 3 to get a Oblivion Ring anyhow. Ooh, okay. Rock Farm, no play this turn. Play Step. So it's going to hold up Oblivion Ring and play it when we want to. They probably brought in jam removal, but it's worth just doing. Sakura, yeah, you're out. And here we go. They probably have removal, so they may just get this back, but we'll find out. Dredge with Imp. Spore Frog. Cool. So... let's get our Guardian. So we are going to have to draw a Lapse to get rid of that Spore Frog. But they don't have a corner they get tortured, so they don't have a loop they can do with it. They can't keep getting it back. And this will stop any shenanigans with a Crypt Rats. And there we go. Okay. Good shit. Do they sack their Spore Frog? Now, Disenchant's great. I can do that in response to them activating something, or I could just do this. So, we're in no rush. Keeping mana up is better for a lot of the cards we have in our hand. We may do something at end of turn or next turn, but I feel okay without board presence to not be able to... Basically, I could Journey to Nowhere and then Journey to Nowhere, but he's just going to sack in response. I don't think there's a point to doing that. maybe it's good to do. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not doing it this turn then. He's just drawing to his removal, and I'm just going to disenchant response. Do you have a play? It's not a play yet. Interesting. I'm afraid of that. I'm not. I'm not afraid of it, but I want to get him to do something. Okay. So let's see what I do here. I think I'm gonna Journey to Nowhere just to get rid of it. I want to get them as little resources as I can. So if they have a Torture Dex, they can now play it out. Oh, thanks for the raid. Hi everyone, I'm Eli. I am playing Magic. Hopefully Eliza's streaming it well. Hopefully a bunch of bird people didn't peck her eyes out in doing that. I assume that's what happens in that game, right? Something something Russian metaphor something something. Get back those lands, which they do. Play the land. Shuffle the land. Tranquil Thicket probably next. Yep, they're still going for their hate. They need to get rid of this Oblivion Ring to get the Tortured Existence back. To be able to do the little combos, which I don't like them doing, so I don't care. If I can stop them doing that, I'm gonna. But they're spending 2 mana, so let's see what they do. Horror of the Bloquin Lands. Yeah, you can have that, I don't care. In fact, I wanted to do that. Can't tag that now, enjoy. And I win. Cool. Great. We'll keep this hand because we have 2 Thraben Inspectors, a Kor Skyfisher, and a Temporal Isolation, which lets us get rid of any problematic permanents. This is a good hand. Anyways, I enjoy Pauper. It's one of my favorite formats to play. This and Legacy both allow me to play with basically unlimited tools. Did I skip my first turn? I thought I was on the draw. Wow. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm probably going to lose because of that. That is not a mistake you want to make in a league. Whew. I got distracted talking to how mad I am about Pokemon. Tron isn't the best matchup for us anyhow. Ooh, that's okay, though. But it really hurts to miss that point of damage. Jesus. We basically gave our opponent an extra card. If we get this Palace Sentinels out, it may be okay, though. But I doubt it. I'm thinking about what they want to do here. Correct the map, go up to 7 mana. Sounds like a pretty good plan. Guess 8 mana since they have Tranquil Cove as well. They have unlimited color mana now. Okay, so they have enough to play counter spells, so they could counter this. Probably supposed to play Step that turn. So we're going to wait for the Palace Sentinels to next turn. I want to see if I can bait out counter spell with this. I'm actually playing that well this game. I was supposed to do that in main phase 2, and I did not. All the prisms. So probably gonna crack these clues at the end of their turn to draw. They're probably going for, they probably are Flicker Tron deck, which is the most popular one with Stonehone Dignitary. So I'm expecting to see that anytime now. We're gonna try to Journey to Nowhere it if they have it. But they probably have an Ephemerate combo on this. Okay, so they are just going for that. It means Mnemonic Wall's probably in their hand, or they're going to dig for it. They have any more cards? No. Okay. And there's Stonehorn. So, Mnemonic Wall may be the next card they play. Okay, Ephemerate's probably in their hand then if they're doing that. So, against that, I think we just crack a clue. Crack a clue. And our combat is skipped now. So we are just going to go ahead and jam this Palace Sentinels. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. don't think my misplays really cost us this game, because this game is really hard game one. This matchup. It's because now they can get back Ghostly Flicker. Which basically sets up an infinite loop. But they still have to win, so we're going to make them win. Did they not get back Flicker? They got back Exclude for some reason. Okay, so they want Exclude. So that means they probably have another thing in their hand to stop me from doing my shenanigans. So I'm just going to hold on right now and see if I can bait them on the end of their turn. They may have another Ghostly Flicker in hand, which I expect them to activate here if they do. Ephemerate is another strategy for that. And that gets back them Ghostly Flicker. Yada, yada, yada. This is how you win this with this matchup. So they have 20 minutes to 21 minutes to win 2 rounds. So we'll see what they can do. Derova Horror is probably the card they're trying to draw at this point. And see, there comes back the Stonehound Dignitary. So they have currently, I think, where's Ephemerate now? Ephemerate is in their hand. So they have Ephemerate and Ghostly Flicker in their hand right now. So they have 2 strategies to get rid of cards. So right now is not the time to go for the Journey Nowheres, but if I draw another one, I can maybe get one of them off the board. With 2 Stonehorns, though, it's going to be pretty hard, because they can just do this. I don't have instant speed removal, unfortunately, so this is going to just be what's happening. Unfortunately, this matchup is not so fun sometimes, so we'll see how that goes. Yep. Flicker all day. Their clock is bouncing around. I think there's lag being happening in the match right now. And this looks like a Denrover Horror. Yep. Oh, they have Moment's Peace. Okay, so interesting. They're thinking they want to activate something, I think. So we're just going to cast this. This doesn't actually do anything to them, but I'm just trying to waste cards. And they pretty much have us at this point, but I want them to play through it. We'll see. Yeah, maybe this is not worth even playing through. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're just gonna concede. So, in game 2, bringing Oblivion Rings in. Bringing Disenchants, but this is just not a good matchup. We probably are going to lose this. They're never going to be attacking, so Flare is bad. Actually, Isolation's worse than Flare, so we'll keep Flare in, because Flare can actually stop them if they block. Strands again. No, they actually do have things we want to Strands against, so that's bad. Guardian of the Guildpact. Actually, yeah, that's worthless. And Oppressive Rays. Yeah. I don't think any of their Flicker cards really work against that. Are any of these cards worth having in the main deck? We're bringing Standard Bearers just to have a few more creatures. I don't think it's going to affect anything, but we'll try it out. Guardian, though, is just too expensive for that ability on a creature that we can't really do anything about. They have Flicker Loops, so... And going to game 2, we'll see how this goes. Probably bad. The best way I win against this is having a Mana Tithe turn 1 and tithing their map and then just kind of going off. Disenchant for their artifacts that let them choose mana is also really good. They are reliant on a very few mana good land cards. And yeah. Play first. Can this get us there? No. No, we're gonna go down to 5. We'll try this. You're useless. Just ain't this good. I don't know. We're picking bad hands. This is probably just gonna be a matchup we're gonna lose. So we're just gonna try to go for the best. I guess we keep Palace Sentinels over that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not expecting that much out of this. So best case scenario, we Oblivion Ring one of their artifacts. And we draw another turn to nowhere. Great. Okay, let's see what we do here. Play a Thraben. Get that sweet old card advantage going. Permanent advantage. Affinity for permanence. Print that, wizards. Okay, so they have the Prophetic Prism. So if we do draw land, we are going to Oblivion it. Keep them off mana. We do not. Now they do have blue-white, so that is bad for us. We basically we're stuck now. Yeah, we really needed a land. So if the next card is a land, that means I should have collected the clue, which is greedy. They're probably gonna ephemerate here. Okay, so now lands aren't really a concern. What is a concern is them having a creature. So get rid of that. We want them to just lose their ephemerate. That's all we wanted to do. So we are expecting exclude here. And this is forces a Ghostly Flicker if they have one. Don't think they do, since they didn't do anything about this. I just want to keep them off mana if I can. Teachings. Teachings for what? Ephemerate. Okay, so that means they probably have another... Probably a Monarch Wall. They have not cast a land yet, so there's their mana land. We're going to hold up Lapse of Certainty. And since they don't have a creature out, we can probably counter it. Just for the value. Crack the clue. Crack another clue. Thraben. Thraben. So they do draw their wall now again. So they are going to be able to Ephemerate loop this. Stonehorn's out. Ephemerate is in their hand still. They'd have a way of gaining mana, so that's going to happen. I have Oblivion Ring, so I guess I do crack the clue. And they can Ephemerate in response to me doing things. Can they? They have an Ephemerate? Yeah, they got one. They got one, didn't they? So the question is, do I play into exclude again? I clicked OK, and my clock is still going down. I think I just play Lone Missionary. And I just have to allow them to have a partial loop, I think. Now, if I would have drawn another colored mana, that would have been good, because then I could have Oblivion Ring and do something else. They only have one color, though. I guess they're going for the full loop. They want to have Ghostly Flicker value, so they're going to be trying to cast that with that. And there's their extra mana. Wall gets back probably Mystical Teachings. Yep. Skyfisher. And I think I do have to just go for this now. They probably do have... I mean, I can't do anything about it, though. I had to expect they had to exclude, and we're holding up on it, but we have really no other strategy here. Like, even with that, they still have enough to Ghostly Flicker, so We're basically out of the game at this point. Yeah, we're just going to concede. It's not worth playing the rest of it. Okay, final round in our League of Mono White Control in Pauper. See how this goes. Good hand. Okay, we'll keep this. All hate. Full hate hand. Let's see what they do. Mono black control, I think. Ooh, discard the card. Okay. Discard. Temporal Isolation. Are they discard? Interesting. Well, we'll see what this goes. Raven's Crime is not a card I've seen in mono black control before. At least not lately. No, they are not mono black control. Madness? When I see black and red, I think Madness. That's also Reanimator colors, but Reanimators doesn't play Raven's Crime, I don't think. Look at that, it has a little border on it. Yeah, Rakdos something, but... Rakdos, what is the question? I'm not gonna play down the Skyfisher because I want to see what they do next. Also want to crack my clue. Bolton response. You're thinking. Well, Shinobi recalls them to have a creature, I think, so I think I'm okay with that. It also requires them to actually do things. So we'll see what the plan is here. Isolation seems pretty good against a Shinobi. Ooh, Spectre, okay. I'll get rid of Rays. Rays doesn't seem the best. Okay, so yeah, I'm okay with just having a few hate cards. We'll get rid of the Spectre to keep them off Shinobi. Hold on to Palace Sentinels to draw next turn. Yeah, I guess Raid is bad against Shinobi plans too. Correct the clue. I don't know why I didn't get 2 mana there. Ooh, Strands. Strands is a good card. Okay. So. Did they have a stop on draw stat? Because. Okay. Nah, I guess we go for attack first. Well, we're going to take our Monarch first. That's good to know. I did not know about that. If they play theirs, we can Temporal Isolation it, and then we just get Monarch and keep it. They can take Monarch for a turn. Yeah, you can do that. I don't care. I already have Monarch. This would be good against all the discard strategies. Having Monarch against a discard deck, I feel pretty good about that. I don't care. I don't need creatures anymore. think so there's a red Monarch card, but it costs 5 and it's really bad. But it has never been printed in Pauper and online because it's bad. But it's really funny that they reprinted it. Someone plays Mono Prison with it, and I've seen their posts about it. But it's really sad to have them go, I wish this card was actually in the format. And it's like, yeah, well, me too. They should just put all the cards that have Monarch into the format. They have a few from the treasure chest, but that was really from Pauper paper once. Because I couldn't get around it. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good matchup. We have a lot of cards to kind of keep our card advantage up. I would be surprised if they just fold here. I'm just going to Strands just to have Strands. I'd rather have it in the graveyard, and I don't really need it at this point. Keep my value up. Thraben is just one of the best creatures ever printed. Okay, they wasted 2 cards for that. Okay, that's fine by me. Cycle that. Play you out. Yeah, I just don't think they don't really focus on Entogeo, like at all, like ever. I just don't think it's a priority or even a thought in their mind. Ooh, 2 tithes. 2 tithes is great. I wish the Med Monarch was just better. It's like all the other colors have good Monarchs. Why is the red one so bad? Ooh, Thorn. Ooh, well. Tithe. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, bro. Tithing your Thorn is really sad. They may still get it back, though, if they have another one and another mana. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel dirty from doing that, but that was worth it. So bring in Strands. What else do we bring in? Oblivion Ring? What do we want to do to them? I didn't see that many creatures. I don't think Rays is as good. I'm gonna bring in Oblivion Rings. I'm not expecting turn 1 plays against this deck. It actually... So it's Rakdos Monarch, right? Yeah, they aren't coming back from that. Do they play the... All their cards are big, yeah. So we don't have to worry about turn 1 and turn 2 plays. Standard Bearer could be good. Just to keep the guys off mine. But I don't think I take anything out for it, so is it worth it? No, I think we actually keep as is. This may be a good matchup, but on the draw, this could be a little bit worse. Okay, so we have a few hate cards. So this is gonna be good enough against their matchup. We're gonna keep it on strength of Guardian of the Guildpact. I'll play Step turn 1 and then maybe play Skyfisher turn 2. I mean, actually, I don't know. Maybe I just discard Daybreak because it died to Bolt. God, I can't believe this thing has flying on all that text. We're flying above the text. Jesus Christ. Okay. We'll play Step turn 1. Maybe I just keep no permanents on board till later in the game. What reason do I have to play permanents? Not too many, I guess. And those are Palace Sentinels. Okay, yeah. We have no reason to play cards. I just want to keep our mana good. So we're just going to try to keep gaining mana and make them do something first. Like that. That's exactly what we want them to do. So, I guess I can save Celestial Flare for the next creature, and we'll just go for the Journey to Nowhere right now. It doesn't seem worth it to get that back to their hand. Now if we draw a land, we jam this Palace Sentinels. If we don't draw a land, we play Skyfisher. I guess we could play Guildpact too, but Guildpact not very good against Chainers. Okay, enjoy the Celestial Flare. Which if they're doing that, I guess maybe they have Monarch then? Okay, so they know my hand then. I don't think I do anything because I want to be able to jam my Palace Sentinels in response to their Thorn of the Black Rose. Yep. Although they may just, we may have to go through a race here now. I think I'd rather do this. They may have a hate card and we may just have to play this game, but I'd rather have this on board. So I'm guessing Chainer's Edict or Bolt doesn't do it, and so does Firebolt, so they need Chainers. They can also just attack with Thorn. Terminate's good. That works. So now I have 2 Skyfishers, though. Get even better. Oh, no, I messed that up. Shoot. Okay. That was sloppy play on my part. You know what? I'm going to keep Thraben out and just get back the step. Exactly. Guildpact would be good next turn. I'd rather have 3 creatures out because I'm afraid he's going to do something to at least 2 of them. And I want to be able to get back Monarch. I feel like creature presence is much more important than my mana situation right now. They can attack safely, but they're not going to. 3 cards in hand. I'm going to cycle this in response. It's a good card to have. So I think we go in with both of these. Try to take back the Monarch. If they try to terminate again, we Mana Tithe it. We Mana Tithe it. Oh, maybe it was greedy to attack with both of them that turn, now that I'm thinking about it. But I really wanted the Monarch. They would be forced to do an attack now. Okay, let's see. Let's see what they want to do here. I think I just let them have that. Because they could have cast it again if they really wanted to. I think they're out of Shinobi range now. What's the Shinobi? Ooh, wow, okay. We're gonna lapse that one. This way will let me play my Guardian and still have it on the board. You get back Monarch, yep. So I'm gonna get back Chainers. I don't know if we can win this one. This may be a good matchup for us, but we didn't have a good hand at the beginning. They have Firebolt. I guess they could. No, they can't Firebolt and Chainers us, can they? They need a lot more mana than that. Now that doesn't do anything. Oh, they had another Terminate. Okay, that works. Crack that. Play you. Play you. That's all I can do this turn. My deck really relies on them playing low-end cards, but unfortunately they have a lot more high-end ones. So they have a little bit of advantage here. I don't know if I can get any more damage in the game. I'm going to have to crack this clue on my turn to really see what I can do here. Ooh, that's good card advantage. Yeah, them being able to get the Monarch first really put a damper on this. They can't attack now, which I will have to block, or I'm not going to block at all. They're going to be playing a creature afterwards anyhow, or do some stuff to me. They can't Firebolt. They could Chainers. Echoing Decay. They basically all removal, right? Them being able to get that Guardian out was really good. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the Lone Missionary. We don't need him anymore. And maybe another Chainers. Okay. Good stuff, guy. And they're just going to keep up this pressure. So we're going to Journey Nowhere. Get rid of the Spectre. Crack this clue. Draw Strands. Okay. So now their clock is a lot slower, even if we can't stop them from having Monarch. Best card for us to draw is probably another Palace Sentinels. Nice. That is sick. That's fine by me. You just helped me a little bit. Okay, now you did not. Ooh, that is nasty. Okay, so again, Palace Sentinels, best card we can draw. Don't think we'll get this one. A full hand. There's no reason to play more lands. Terminate in graveyard. So I'm just going to keep doing that. I don't know. I don't think we can get out of this one. Maybe if you draw more removal. I can stop them from just getting their stuff. That may be good enough. Chimera's good. Forces them to have something at least. But the fact that bolting me means that they may just have it. Yeah, because they have 5 bolt in the yard. Pay it. Well, he passed the test. You have to pay the troll toll if you want to get into that card. Okay, we're gonna bring in Standard Bearer. Actually, that seems pretty good in this matchup. Take out Oblivion Rings. That seems a lot better to have Standard Bearer than Oblivion Rings. Now that I've looked at this deck list. Isolation. It's okay. Flare is okay. Yeah, I think the rest of our removal's fine. Keep. This is a good curve. So we may do turn 2, play Step so we can make sure we can get Guardian on curve. But I want to make sure I just get a creature out as many turns as I can. Well, I guess turn 3 Guardian, or turn 3 for the Secluded Steppe is probably a good play. Now, Mountain Bolt probably be the best play for them. Caves is a good play for me. Now, do I hold up Tithe or not? What am I afraid for 2 mana? Chainers? I think playing Lone's better because I can hold up Tithe next turn. I want to establish a board presence. Next turn I can play Step, hold up Clue, and Mana Tithe. That seems a lot better. This forces them to do something, and if they do Chainers, I can then just sacrifice my Thraben. They're thinking on the old turn too. This is probably a very important turn for them, so I make sense. Okay, Swamp's coming out. Now Chainers would be a pretty good assortment of cards to have against me. Nothing, okay. Lapse. Lapse is a good card for next turn. Go to combat here, attack for 3. Okay. Do I tithe that? Yes. I want them to waste as many kills as they have to. Most likely their turn 3 play will be a 2-cost mana, 2-cost spell, so me holding up Tithe and just getting my guy killed is not worth it. And now we just kill it. Now I'd love to get a land for this Guardian. But at least I have Lapse of Certainty, so I can probably counter whatever they play. Thanks for the follow. Or do I counter this? Yeah. Just for some tempo. Oh, they had 2 of them. Wow. Should be nice to get a land. He's probably got a Night's Whisper again. But I'd not be surprised if he did some hate beforehand. Children Rats. Fine by me. I guess put the Journey... Yeah, put Journey on top. Oh, I gotta accept it. Another Canarium. Crack it. Journey. This missionary is doing work. I'm gonna type that. Now, I wish I had a Guardian of the Guildpact to play. So we're going to Temporal Isolation that. But... Okay, let's actually think about this. No, because I haven't played a land yet this turn, right? Nope. Okay. Better play. Okay. Sucks that they get another... I don't know. I only have 3 mana. I wasn't able to get to my Guildpact. I don't think I'm going to win this. They have taken advantage. They're too far ahead now. I mean, if I get a Guildpact and it sticks, that's good. But I haven't seen it terminate yet. Okay, them tapping out's good. Jesus. Yeah, we're just not getting the cards we need. This is still a really fun league, though. I'm enjoying this. Okay, you have to attack with that. You can have a choice there, buddy. So my best bet is here if they do not have any sort of removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they have. Yeah, okay. They can chainers both times. I guess I gotta force them to do it. I have to force the first one, hopefully draw another land, and then chainers Guildpact. Terminate. Underworld Ragehound's pretty good in a lot of lists, it seems. Escape is a good mechanic, turns out. Yeah, Ravehound. Unch, 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 unch. You said it right the first time. Yeah, 7 cards in hand. I can't, unless I get Monarch back. Okay, that's good. I can Isolation their Ragehound, and that way I can gain Monarch and keep it. Ninja's still good against this. But I haven't seen Shinobi in the matches we played, so maybe they don't have Shinobi. I think I discard Guardian. No. Can I not undo it? Can you not undo this? Control Z undoes. Wow, okay. Yeah, I need more creatures. We're not gonna... Tithe is not gonna do anything. Oh, that's not sneaky, sis. That's a sneaky play. Now they're gonna unearth it. Or escape it. So if I can just draw removal after removal, maybe I can get there. But I don't know if I can do that. Okay. It's gonna do it again. And there goes my graveyard. I don't need it. There's nothing in there I need. Do it again. Bolt it again. Ugh. That Rats is gonna be the end of us. This deck is pretty sick. Now they're just gonna kill this, but I can't let them get another Chittering on me. So I'm taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus. Yeah, I don't think I can draw things in fast enough now. Nope. That's GG. They got me. Jesus. This was a mole to like what? No, I had 7 cards, didn't I? Well, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. That was a good showing. The deck is fun. And that's the league. We did good. Uh, two, three or 2-3 for a deck I've just made like a week ago and been playing is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that showing. There's probably some improvements I can make for this deck. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'll probably post this video on YouTube in a few days, and then when that's up, I'm sure I get a few comments. But I'm happy with that for the first showing. There are some probably weaknesses I could put in. I probably do want relics, considering there's more than the meta that is playing in the leagues that has graveyard shenanigans than I saw in the practice matches I was playing. So I'll probably bring in Relic of Progenitus. And we'll put these back in. Because it seems to be a little bit better than I expected. So bring in relics. Probably take out 1 Holy Light. Maybe 1 of the circles or something. 2 relics. Or do you want 3 relics? I don't know how many good relics is good enough relics. Holy Light's a good card, but I don't think we need 3 of them. Maybe I take it out Oblivion Ring. Maybe up Strands. This may be an okay list. Maybe just having 3 relics and take out 1 Disenchant. Like, what am I really worried about Disenchant? Is there anything Disenchant does that I don't give him something else? I don't know. But I'm pretty happy with that showing. It could be a little bit better. There's probably some weaknesses. I probably could tune the deck a little bit to find different places to go. Maybe I was running 19 lands, but 20 seems really good for what we're trying to do. But we'll see. Again, thanks for everyone watching tonight. I had a lot of fun streaming, and I hope everyone has a good weekend. I may stream later this week and maybe play a different deck, or maybe I could play another deck. Maybe I'll do a Twitter poll. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you don't, at LTriple. Follow me on Twitch if you don't, at LTrip with 2 P's. And check my YouTube page, LTrip, again, to kind of see what's on there. You can expect this video up in a few days. I appreciate everyone for watching tonight, and hope you have a good night. I'll see you later. Bye.